Good afternoon. Good to see everybody. So I just got out of the locker room with the players, and I just told them how proud I was of them in terms of them, working, partnering with the coaches to improve. I thought we took a big step in that direction this week, improving on offense, defense, and special teams, and you could really see that during the course of the game, the complementary football of us, taking the ball away on defense and then scoring that 7 points down there. That was really huge. And then at the end of the game, you could really feel that all three phases really to seal the deal, on the game. So, you get those stops on defense. The offense really does a great job with the clock at the very end. And then we get that interception. Great punt and pin. The punter was great today. Torrey was awesome. Switching the field several times, using him as a weapon. And he was excellent too. And excited for a couple guys. Swift, had a really nice game today, so I was excited for him. He's been working his tail off. He always stays positive. But again, that's not just him, right? That's the offensive line. Working the double teams, making those holes in front of them, and then the perimeter blocking I thought was really good, much improved, from the first couple weeks. Defense was really good in the red area. They did move the ball some on us, and the guys rose up to the occasion. And then we honored the football. The football was where we were two, got two. We ended up not getting the other one. He called out of bounds, but we ended up getting two, and then not giving it away. So when you win that battle, +2 in the turnover margin, you got a good chance for success. But again, really proud of the guys. I guess a really good team victory in there. And at the end, I gave Mercedes Lewis a game ball because that's his 272nd game in the NFL. He's 40 years old and been playing tight end a long time, and so that's a pretty big moment for anybody. But he was a little bit emotional in there, and it was good. It's good to see those guys. But I love the guys in the room. They're passionate. They love each other, and they're a tight group. And as a coach and coaches, the best moment for you is when you have a victory and you get to see those guys smiling in the locker room. So that was good to see. With that, I'll take questions.
Matt, what has been the difference with the second half of this team? It seems like for the second week in a row, you all have found a rhythm offensively as opposed to the first half. What has been that driving factor in that happening?
Yeah, I just think it's growth. We have to grow into that. It's like I said, this is we only had a few games together, so I think we're improving every single week. We're addressing the issues that need to be addressed. Early on it was, getting in and out of the huddle and, cadence and making sure we're doing good there. And then it was, distributing the ball to different skill sets. We did that. Now it's running the football. We did a better job with that. So we're just addressing the issues when you're building chemistry in the first time together with a new and a young quarterback. I just think that's just part of growing.
Matt, after all the issues you had last week against the Colts, players and coaches, what are you most satisfied about the way you personally and just this team responded?
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to respond. Every single week you have issues. Because we won the game, you still have things you need to work on. We're going to look at the tape, and, we're going to celebrate this win for 24 hours, and we're going to look at the tape, and we're going to, pinpoint things that we need to improve on. And there will be things that we need to improve on all three phases. And we do that every single week, and that's how you grow and get better as a football team.
Matt, the run game was probably the best that you've seen this year. Is there anything specific that contributed to that?
Just hard work. It comes down to fundamentals, right? Alignment, assignment, doing your thing the right way, and basic football. And you got to move people. And the offensive line did a really good job with that. Today, I thought the runners did a really good job with their demeanor in terms of their pad level and knocking the pile forward. I saw that a lot today, which is good. You get those extra bonus yards. But again, it just comes down to hard work and being determined and being detailed.
How impressed were you with Torrey Taylor's punting abilities today?
Yeah, I see it every day. I see it every week. He's got a couple different sand wedges, I think. So he's pretty good.
Was Doug Kramer having any chance he was going to catch a pass today?
Hey, you never know. I know he's one of our Chicagoland guys, but yeah, I was excited for him. I really was. It was good to see him in there playing fullback. He did a good job reporting when he came in there, so it was good. And having those downhill plays is always good.
Yeah,
What went into the decision to kind of simplify things with the goal line package, bringing Doug in? I know there's a lot of conversation about the goal line situation last week. This week, you guys didn't play no games, went jumbo, brought him in. What went into that decision?
Just looking at our players, try to use the whole roster and making sure that we're, always thinking forward, and being productive. And really, my hat's off to the offensive staff, utilizing the people and getting the scheme to do that.
Matt, the Brisker sack coming out of the timeout, anything particular you saw there that made that such a good call? Or
field position played a factor into it for sure, because they were there on the plus side, so we wanted to do a good job of knocking them back. We did, but we didn't do a good enough job of keeping them there because they did kick the field goal. But Jaquan was outstanding today. He had that near interception, on the 1 3rd down, and then obviously that big sack, and then the pick at the end. So he really is a passionate guy, and that's why he's one of our first draft picks. That we, it was Kyler and him, and those two guys embody who we want to be as Chicago Bears: passion, tough, come to work every day, and those guys are workers.
Coach, what are you seeing from that second group of D linemen? You guys bring them in waves, taking them all 4 out, bringing the next 4 in. What do you like about that second group that's got Austin and Chris Williams and Royce Hill?
Yeah, you have to do that the way we play because we are full tilt the whole time. So we ask our D linemen to hustle, from the snap all the way to the tackle, and from sideline to sideline. So you have to have guys that can rotate like that. And I thought the D line guys, Travis, did a nice job of rotating those guys in there because it's all about keeping the guys fresh. We have, Tez and different guys in there that you want to have fresh. Dex at the end. You want to have those guys fresh so they can really rush the passer. If you get into a situation like that where you need them in a 2-minute drill, they got to be fresh and ready to go. But the rotation helps them do that early in the game.
And Shane Waldron was under fire this week after the Colts game. How do you what do you think about the way he kind of handled that adversity and responded to it?
Yeah, this is the NFL, right? It's a 1-week league. You win a couple games and you're all that in a bag of chips, and then you lose a couple and you're the other thing. So it's water off a duck's back. You got to make sure that you're focusing on your job, focusing on what you do, and making corrections. Either way, you can't get too high, you can't get too low. You got to be steady, and that's what you got to do as an NFL coach and an NFL player.
Seems like Darrell Taylor was able to make an impact on the interception. He got the QB hit. Mm-hmm. How has he been able to help this locker room, especially having less time than the rest of the players?
His energy, the passion he brings, that's why we got him. He got him because he fits right in. When he walked into the room, he was he fit. The way he practices, the way he plays. So he brings it. He just has to learn our system. And he's doing that and doing a really good job with that. And a credit to him. You guys saw the injury report. He was ill for 2 days, and then came in on Friday. And again, Travis Smith and Bing, our defensive line guys, did a heck of a job of getting him ready to play, to execute in the game in a short period of time. And so that's a really good job by the coaches.
Matt, how was Caleb better today than last week?
Yeah, he was better because I thought he looked down the field for the shots, and when they weren't there, he took the checkdowns, and we got a lot of yards on those. So I think that was better for him. Again, he's going to keep improving every single week, but I do think that for him, the operation, the ball, honoring the football and taking care of the football is the number one job of the quarterback, and he did an excellent job of that today. I know he got sacked 3 times. Okay, we got to clean those things up, albeit protection or route discipline or whatever that might be when we look at the tape. But protecting the football is important. We were +2 today, and the score showed.
Thanks, guys.